Oh, I'm sorry. The lending library is temporarily out of service. Not to worry, I have them all right here. Every page of every volume.
Can you tell me what's happening here?
Well, my sources are no longer fully annotated and my information is somewhat anecdotal. But I believe what was once one race is now two. One above and one below. Two distinct species that have evolved.
And how do those below survive?
That is the real question, isn't it? Bah.
I don't believe it. So it's not enough that you hunt them down like animals?
That's their role here.
To be your food?
Yes. And for those who are suitable to be breeding vessels for our other colonies. You see, I'm just one of many.
All right, so you guys saw a couple of clips there from the Time Machine starring Guy Pearce. They are quite open, out in the open, what it is that they're trying to do, and I'm going to further prove this later on. But that one scene where the Alpha Morlock, he explains to him the process, how the people are used not only to eat, but to breed as well. As I've told you in Apotheosis parts 1 and 2, they are trying to get us back to the golden age. And their golden age is when these chimera false god creatures ruled the world. You understand? You look around all civilizations today, you look at their history, and you'll see that these chimera type creatures, giants, whatever you want to call them, Nephilim, which means fallen, these were these gods. You understand? These were the gods that we built their temples and their idols for. And these people still worship them today. Now, I also left us briefly on a cliffhanger on how women play an important factor into this. And I just showed you with a clip from Time Machine. The ruling families of this world, it's not just countries. You understand? I know people want to think that this stuff is conspiracy theory, that there's not a cabal that rules the world. Well, there is, okay? And I will provide proof of that in the description box for you. But matrifocal society, civilization that they forcefully tried to craft is for a reason. These people don't count men as their patriarchs. They count these Nephilim or false gods as their patriarchs. There's a reason for that. This is why they're trying to show you today, you know, death to the patriarchy and all that nonsense. These people believe they come from a bloodline of gods. That's what you need to understand from these fake gods, from these Nephilim. Listen, if they believe it, you know, you probably should consider that the Bible is real, because they're proving it to you right in front of your face. Now, interesting clip that I did leave out. It's right before the Alpha Morlock tells him about their caste system, the alphas, the betas, etc. But he also tells the protagonist, Guy Pearce, that they also control everything through mind control. And this is another thing that you people need to watch out for. But before we get into that, I also left on a cliffhanger that you're starting to see ancestor veneration today, widespread throughout the world, whether it's Norse paganism and the black community. Of course, in Mexico, they worship these Aztec type warriors or whatever else. This is widespread, guys. This ancestral veneration is becoming, again, another pushed worldwide practice. These people, they tend to build altars to the dead. They leave plates of food out for the dead spirits, like it's to show honor and respect or whatever else. You understand? They ask these dead for blessings. They ask this dead for wisdom. You understand? They are doing everything in their power to basically mind control us and groom us. And this is what social media plays a huge part in.
I don't give a shit about facts. It's all about fiction. The only world that matters is the one in here. And you people believe the craziest shit. Why? What validates and makes your fictions real? Feelings. Here's the thing about feelings. They're so much easier to control than facts.
The name of the game is emotional manipulation, guys. That's the name of the game. This is how they're controlling the masses. Apotheosis Part 2, we went over the Hegelian dialect. This is what they do, conflict, reaction, solution. They get you to react massively in crowds and mobs. They show you, one day they show you a Ukrainian woman get stabbed to death brutally, you know, and you see the blood on the floor and you see there's no reaction from anybody on the train cart. You understand nobody did anything to help that woman and they were all black. Do you think that was coincidence? You understand then the next day, black guy gets shot by a cop or whatever else, or gets lynched or whatever else. You guys are being massively controlled and manipulated emotionally through social media. They already control you. They already can read your thoughts. They already direct your thoughts. And this is just from a cell phone, guys. Pretty soon we're getting to a point where you are going to be the cell phone. You are going to be the thing. This whole thing is to create a hive mind central system. You understand you're not going to have your own thoughts. You're not going to have your own identity pretty soon here. I'm not saying like tomorrow they're going to unleash this crap and you guys are going to have to plug into a machine, but pretty soon they're showing you precisely what it is that they're doing. Peter Thiel's telling you that, you know, we need more than just, you know, people cutting off their endowments and, you know, now associating gender dysphoria, but he says we need more than that. And the whole point of this is, again, we go back to these Nephilim who once ruled the world, who are now disembodied spirits. This is the kingdom that they're bringing. This is their golden age. It was the same as the days of Noah. These are the people that rule, the people that are in charge of us, the people that are running the world. You understand? They're setting up their beast system, their beast kingdom. And this is why it's very important for you guys to get into the Bible. I know it's fun to go into Apocrypha, Book of Jubilees and all this other stuff, but even these are being distractions on what it is that you need to know and pay attention and focus on, guys. Everything in that Bible is true. Now, the Book of Giants, for example, it explains the process of geoengineering and what these creatures did and how they created a state of licentiousness worldwide, evil. We're talking about abominable type practices. And the people that are in charge today practice their same type of lifestyle, their same type of creeds, commands, ordinances. You guys have heard, you're very much aware of Epstein files, but sex trafficking in general, worldwide, it's widespread, guys. And what they do to babies, you know, you guys know what these people are up to. I don't really have to get into detail about this stuff, but you need to look at the source of this. Who's telling these people these beliefs? Who's telling them to do these type of practices? You know, and that's the point that you're not looking at. You're too busy, again, getting emotionally manipulated, trying to point the finger at a person who doesn't share your same skin color, you know, and again, during these distractions, they're now trying to push things such as digital ID. And then this person over here is saying that you're going to need digital tattoos, a mark that's going to go on you. They're grooming you towards the slaughter. And the real race war is, as I've told you in Apotheosis Part 1 and 2, it is a race war, but it's not a race war that you think. Their tactics has always been to divide and conquer. Their tactics, they have us divided by gender and by race, you understand? And while we're sitting here trying to destroy one another and get mad and hate one another, they continue to just push their plan forward. And you guys are focusing on the things that aren't even factual. It's constructed, and it's a story that is constructed for you. This is really about good and evil. And a lot of you are choosing to be in this structure. You are choosing to be in this hive mind type system, this authoritarian type system that they are setting up right before your face.
a mass exodus at the UN General Assembly in protest, as Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu prepared to address the chamber.
So just how everyone's being controlled to hate one another and go after each other's throats, it's funny. Black hates white, Asian hates this, and whatever else. What I find funny is that everybody, for some reason, can agree that it's, the cool thing to hate on the Jews. And listen, I'm not saying the Jews are innocent. None of us are innocent. There was only one that was innocent on this earth. But here in Zephaniah 3:8, therefore wait upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Guys, I don't know what to tell you guys. Again, I know people don't care too much about the Bible, but everything in it is true. There is a battle and a war going on right now, but clearly one side's telling you that it's okay to practice in things such as homosexuality, gender dysphoria, assassination culture. Let's kill healthcare CEOs, whatever else. Let's kill YouTubers who are trying to talk against this faction. Do you understand? And the other side tells you not to do these things. Simultaneously, this world mocks Jesus Christ and the Bible, and it converges together to make this a point. At the Olympics, we got to mock God and Jesus. At the UN, we have to gang up against the Jews in Israel. And again, I know a lot of you hate the Jews. You know what I'm saying? The TV tells you all day to hate the Jews. But it is what it is. And it's Israel that's the problem, all the world's problem, While we discount what happened on October 7th, by the way, but that's neither here nor there. You guys need to get in touch with the Bible. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. I think I spent enough time on this, and again, I suggest you guys go check out Apotheosis 1 and 2. I try to give it to you from their perspective, what they believe in, what they think, but a lot of you are falling victim into this, and you are going to join and make the wrong choice in the future. And these videos, they're just to warn you to make the correct choice, and that choice is Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who is God Almighty, the Son of God. I'll talk to you guys later.
John 10. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. This parable spake Jesus unto them. But they understood not what things they were which he spake unto them. Then said Jesus unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out, and find pasture. The thief cometh not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.